Hi everyone, it's Lynnea from LDRS Creative, and I wanted to show you some of the new products that have just been released as part of the new LDRS Creative collection. So I'm going to use the Tranquility AquaInk Transfer Sheets along with the Window to a View Eclipse dies. And we're just going to create a really simple card. So to start off with, here are the Tranquility AquaInk Transfer Sheets. You're going to get 6 sheets with each one has a different scene, and then there's 2 of each scene. And they are just the most calm, serene scenes you've ever seen. There's a garden, a pool, lake. I'm going to go with this kind of like tropical, maybe Hawaiian type scene. And all I did was I took one of these sheets and I cut it right in half at 3.5 inches, and I'm going to use some LDRS Creative watercolor cardstock to transfer this image onto. I like the 8.5 by 11 inch pack because then I can cut to whatever size I need. I happen to cut this to an A2 panel. I'm going to remove that clear protective covering and then place this image face down in the center of my panel. I'm going to be die cutting my panel, so it doesn't have to be exact, but I'm going to try to get it close to the middle. Then I will grab my continuous spray water bottle and I'm going to saturate the back of this AquaInk transfer sheet. You do want to saturate the back with water so that it is fully wet. And you can see here as I'm spraying, that image kind of starts to show through the backer sheet. You shouldn't be sitting in a puddle of water here though. Then I'm just going to take my finger and I'm going to make sure that my image is completely flat, that I don't have any bubbles, and that the water has contacted with all of my image. And then I have just a paper towel, and you can see here there's not a lot of water left on that paper towel, but I did just kind of soak up any excess that may have squeezed out of the edges. Then I'll remove that backer slowly. If there's any resistance, put that backer sheet back down, give it a little bit more water, and let it sit a couple more seconds and then try again. I've set that panel aside to dry completely, and I'm going to work on a quick and easy background. I'm using the Perfect Petals 3D embossing folder, and I just have a piece of green A2 sized cardstock, and I'm going to run this through my die cutting machine. Remember, when you're using a 3D embossing folder, that they're thicker than regular embossing folders, so you do want to carefully follow the instructions according to your machine. I'm just going to run this through, and then you'll see this beautiful pattern on my background paper. You won't see a lot of it, but it does provide the perfect amount of texture because this is like a small floral pattern. Now my AquaInk panel is dry. I have my hand-torn rectangle dies too, and I'm going to take the second largest die and just cut out this panel. Now, when you are using die cutting techniques with the AquaInk Transfer Sheets, you want to make sure your panel is completely dry to get clean cuts. And you also want to be careful with low-tack tape because this is a transfer, which means you can pull this back off the paper. So any kind of sticky substance like washi tape or low-tack tape is going to pull that image back off the paper. So I won't be using tape today. I'm going to use the Window to a View Eclipse die. This one is a little bit different than the other LDRS Creative dies, and there's 2. So this one creates a shadow, and then the actual window actually has a cutting edge around the outside, where the other dies in the Eclipse lineup dies have an embossed line around the edge. So this one I cut the shadow from white cardstock, and then I cut that window die 3 times from just regular white cardstock. They're going to be my layers. Now I also need to cut that window from the center of my AquaInk transfer panel. And remember, I said that tape can pull the transfer back off the paper. So again, I'm not going to be using tape here. I'm going to just position this so that it's centered and straight in my panel. Then I will carefully place this through my die cutting machine, and I will kind of press the plates together to make sure they don't shift. Remember that you are cutting through thick watercolor paper with a transfer on top, so you may need to shim. I don't need to, but if you have a dead spot on your rollers or something, you may need to adjust where you're die cutting in your machine, and you may need to add a shim. But you can see here, I flipped my panel over, and you can see that it cut straight through, no problems. There are 9 little slats in this die, and I'm going to remove them, and as I'm removing them, I'm keeping them in order. So some of them stayed in the negative piece of my die cut, and some of them stayed in the die. No problem, they all pop out, whether they're in the die or the die cut, they pop out really easily, and I'm just going to line them up next to my work surface here. Then I have that window to a view backer piece, and I have one of the window slat pieces. I'm going to glue these two pieces together. This first white window slat piece is going to just create my guide for gluing the slats back in place. This is kind of going to create a place so I can make sure that everything's glued in right where it needs to go. So then I'm going to take my slats that came out of that window die and puzzle piece them back into this negative piece here. I like to work 3 at a time. I just found that was easy for this one because there's 9 slats, so I can work 3 little slat pieces at a time easily before my glue dries, and before it becomes too tacky that it's not really wiggly. And I'm just going to glue these pieces into the negative areas, and then I'll have this piece that's completely flush because these slat pieces will puzzle piece right in and form just a single layer of cardstock essentially. Now you can see when I grab my window piece and layer it on top, you've kind of started to create that eclipse. But I want to pop up that actual image a little bit more, so that's where these extra window pieces come in handy. I'm going to glue 2 of them together, and then I'll glue that actual AquaInk Transfer image on top of that doubled up window piece. And then this layer of 3 will get glued right on top of the negative spaces, those slats that we glued together. And that's going to create your dimensional eclipse. Really, really easy. This die, the way it's designed with the cutting edge around the inner edge, it makes it really easy. I think this is the easiest eclipse die in the LDRS Creative lineup. So now I'm just going to glue down the actual image onto those recessed slats to create that whole eclipse technique. And then all we have to do is glue and adhere all these pieces together. So I'm going to take that hand-torn rectangle die cut, the one that has that outer edge of the AquaInk Transfer Sheet, that I'm going to pop up with foam tape onto my 3D embossed background. You don't have to pop it up with foam tape. You could glue it straight down. It won't make a difference for this card. I just wanted to have a little bit of dimension. So I went ahead and added foam tape around the 4 edges of that panel, and then I'm going to glue that right onto my card base. Then I'll just add a couple strips of foam tape in the center there just so that I can create that, add that little eclipse piece back on top. If you wanted to, you could double this portion of foam tape so that you have the eclipse go even higher, but I just went with 1 layer of foam tape to kind of keep it flush. And then I also did add some liquid adhesive on top of the foam tape. That's just going to give me some wiggle room with my foam tape because foam tape immediately adheres, but the glue lets me wiggle it around. And I want to make sure that I am lining up this eclipse piece with the background. So I'm especially looking for what I call anchor points, like the top of the little hut there, making sure that lines up. And once it does, I can give that a press, and then I just added a quick little sentiment strip to the bottom of my card. That's it. I hope you enjoyed this project. You can take any of the 6 scenes in the Tranquility AquaInk Transfer Sheets and create beautiful cards with this technique. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye!